Thank you, everyone, for attending today. My name is Jeremy Day. I'm the Chief Technical Officer for CRW. We represent the Corr-Ze product line. Uh, this is Gregg Taney. He's recently joined our team. He's the newest managing member of CRW. And Gregg, I'd like to ask you before we get started into our topic today. I know I got into this, I was pretty much born into it, but how did you get into the corrosion industry?
Good. Thanks for the introduction, Jeremy. Good question. I actually started my professional career on the construction side and was a partner in a construction company for about 8 years and took a little hiatus from that. And then I actually got into the manufacturing side on equipment for blast. Company a lot of people very familiar with the Schmidt line of equipment, Axiom Manufacturing, great company. Was lucky enough to and blessed enough to work with some great people there. Had an opportunity to, from that, go into the full line of supply with the Marco Group, and recently finished up with them, a company of already after they did a couple acquisitions. So, had an interesting time learning quite a bit about the industry itself. This is my 21st year, and one of the things that really grabbed me with this product is probably about 18 months ago is when I was first introduced to it. And I've been lucky enough to see some things in the industry in those 21 years. And I can probably count on one hand, I would say, how many I thought were true game changers and industry changers. A few of them have been safety, normally, which is one of the most important things that we all see in the industry. And anything that can make workers safer in the industry or something that makes people more efficient or productive are all very important. This product I saw, I vetted it with people that I trust in the industry, sent them several samples and had them give me their feedback. And within about a week or 10 days, I had 6 to 8 people tell me, "Where did you get this? This stuff is magic." Was very interested in the product. It's a great group, great company. I've been blessed to know Marlin roughly for about 15 years and worked with him several sides of the offshore. And once I realized the backing that was behind the product, I was all in.
Yeah.
So this is definitely something that's going to be great for the industry. I'm excited.
Absolutely, man. The same here. Once I saw it, it was over with for me. Marlin Lester has joined us today as well. Thank you, Marlin. Marlin is the CEO for Corrosion Innovations, which is the manufacturer of the product. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions too, Marlin. We've tried to introduce these products into the industry, and I want to ask a question. How are these solutions you provided the industry with more than just products? Because it's really a truly enhanced surface preparation system that complements traditional methods that are out there.
That's a good question, Jeremy, and thank y'all for the introduction this morning. Our product is more like a tool. It has several different advantages. I don't even see it as a product. If you look at the core values of the asset owners, safety, quality, the environment, we answer a lot of those questions, and then the last with production. So I'll dive a little deeper into how it's a tool. You know, all of these asset owners have different processes for control of work. So the contractor has to go through these different processes with an issuing authority and a permitting authority to get permits for blasting, painting, mixing paint, fueling compressors, all of the different transitions that go into a day of blasting and painting. What our product allows is to reduce those transitions. I'll move to the next one. Reducing that control of work is going to reduce the time that you're working on the on the project. So then you've got the quality factor as well. Quality, where it removes all the contaminants, all the stuff that you cannot see. There's not a product on the market like this, and what it does is it cleans it to a different level. So you're able to get not only the service life, but exceed the service life of coating systems. That's not happening. There's products that say they've been on the market for 30 years. They've been on the market for 30 years. I've been in this for 35. I've never seen corrosion budgets go down. This is a product that can be used as a tool to reduce those corrosion budgets annually.
Absolutely.
The environment, the carbon footprint, we've spoke about that. You take that as a core value. When you reduce the rework, but going back, you're reducing the risk, you're providing quality, and you're reducing the carbon footprint. Everywhere across the United States, internationally, Guys are going to be blasting. It's going to come a rainstorm, and it's going to ruin that blast. All of the abrasive, all the diesel fuel for the compressors, all of that cost that goes in there is completely lost. With our product, you can bring that back to an even level and start painting out. There's nothing lost there. Reduces that footprint, reduces risk by doing things over and over repetitiously. And I'm going to tell you, talk to several of the guys offshore, the morale's better. Nobody wants to go in and blast a header rack with complex geometries where they've got to get at all different angles to address this. Then it comes a rainstorm and they have to re-blast it. They don't want to do it. They'd much rather have that spray gun in their hand. It's not as physically demanding. You put all that together, you're helping these asset owners achieve reducing risk, protecting the environment, and getting a better quality job. With all those tenets, the last thing that comes is production. Our product increased production because reducing the transition time, the production will come. Some of the jobs that are ongoing with the large asset owners right now are seeing up to 40% reduction in cost by increase of production time.
That's perfect. And one of the most challenging things that we've faced in introducing this system into the industry is, number one, helping everyone understand the fact that the CorrZe 200 is an acidic pickler that removes, dissolves flash rust and corrosion products. And the CorrZe 100 is an alkaline cleaner that's completely evaporative.
Yeah.
So that being said, how many major asset owners have approved this for use?
All of the major and super major asset owners in the oil and gas sector have approved this, except for two, and they're in process. We have talks ongoing with them. They're going to join up as well, just because of what I said. You know, the core values, what they're looking for, it's an easy sell. It sells itself, Jeremy.
Agreed. And that's what brought me on board here, actually.
Me as well.
You mentioned
Yes.
something about the acid pickling and the SP1. You know, some of the coating manufacturers have asked to buy the company, this, that, and the other. It's not for sale. But, you know, they want to know about this letter and warranty, and we've recently told people if the coating manufacturer doesn't want a warranty, we'll warranty it.
That's right. We'll put our name on the line
We know what
right
we
there.
do.
They don't
Yeah.
want to put their name on it.
Exactly. And I mean, you know, we're going to make their products last longer. Some have embraced it, and they will not warranty their products without this. Some have not. In that case, we'll warranty it. But if you look at the NACE standards, and you know this better than anybody, SP1 and SP8 call for a solvent cleaning. It doesn't say what type of solvent. Doesn't name that in the standard. SP8 is an acid pickling. It doesn't name our product or any acidic product that does bulk pickling of pipes. Doesn't name any one by name
Just
brand.
defines the method.
It defines the method. So truly, if you go by the NACE standards, we don't need approval from the coating manufacturer. Achieving these tenets and core values for the asset owners, demonstrating our products will make the coating last longer and achieve or exceed service life, it's a no-brainer. We have a couple of more obstacles. I will say all but two coating manufacturers have approved this for use.
Yes, sir. And that brings me to our topic today, which is heat exchangers. So tell me how the system helps with heat exchangers, and then we'll introduce our guest, Mr. Bo Davenport.
Heat exchangers are actually outside of the coating system realm, and I'll tell you, I had extensive dealings with this when I worked for Mistras. They're a non-destructive testing company, have all the different methods of inspection, and I sat in from the mechanical side and would be talking to the asset owners about what are you faced with? And they would tell us, you know, on the inspection side, there's a transition. We call out people to clean the exchangers. Well, they come out and clean the exchangers. Well, there's a transition when the eddy current inspectors come out to inspect the tubes. Well, in between that time, there's flash rusting that occurs. So it's not clean enough for the inspectors to do their job, so they have to call them back out. One of the ways we combated that, Mistras is a one-source provider. We tried to do the cleaning and the inspection. You know, we still ran into some flash rust. Didn't have this product in the tool belt at the time. What I see with this is if there is time between the cleaning of those exchangers and the eddy current inspection that has to take place, that it gives you the variables on that. It'll prevent it from flash rusting where they can do a good inspection. In the event that a rainstorm comes and it does flash rust again, there again you got the Corr-Ze 200. You don't have to mobilize the 40K blaster, the abrasive blaster, the vapor blaster, whatever the method of cleaning these tubes are. All you have to do is spray it with the Corr-Ze 200, rinse it, and you've got a clean surface for eddy current inspectors to work with.
That's perfect. And we're proud to have teamed up with Mr. Bo Davenport. Bo is the branch manager of the Vapor Blast Division for USA DeBusk. So, Bo, thank you very much for being with us. And
Thank y'all for having me.
appreciate your time the other day with our demo. And can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
us anything about
Yeah, so what USA DeBusk does is we clean heat exchangers all over the country.
Okay.
A lot of times after you've hydroblasted them, they're not clean enough for eddy current or iris testing.
Yeah.
So USA DeBusk comes in and we follow that cleaning with vapor blasting.
Okay.
It's a hands-free system. We seal on the tube with the automated system, and we blow vapor blasting through the tube to polish the walls. Because our system uses water, we can use an additive that helps us prevent flash rust. So when the inspectors get over there, now we have a tube that is already back to white metal.
Okay.
So in the last 3 years, we've probably done 350,000 tubes. We are currently working right now around the clock locally, following hydroblast crews, polishing up tubes for eddy current and iris testing.
That's a hell of a proof of concept.
Yes, sir.
there.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. We also, in our system, we vapor blast weld seams inside reactors, columns, towers, vessels, all over the country for inspections, because when a inspector goes in a vessel, they want to see white metal.
Yeah.
They don't want to see flash rust
Yeah.
and things like that. So we're using a whole lot less media than your conventional blasting does. We're going in, and we're polishing up weld seams. Inspectors come in, they love it. They're seeing white metal clean because we have the additive. We can use Corr-Ze 100, in our system. A lot of people use the word inhibitor.
Yes.
Inhibitor is a coating
Yeah.
that requires that once you coat it on there, then it doesn't allow flash rust, but you're leaving a coating on the wall.
Yes.
Which therefore, if you're doing the actual external of a shell or a vessel or something, a lot of companies don't want to paint or coat back over that because it does have a coating on the wall. This product does not leave a coating on the wall. It leaves it dry.
Yes.
If for some reason it does rain, then we can take Corr-Ze 200, spray that on, wait 20, 30 minutes, rinse that off, and we're right back to white metal. So it's going very well.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
Marlin,
It's good to hear.
can you help us differentiate your products versus the inhibitors that have been traditionally used in that process, and how this is better for the chemistry of the steel and the coating system?
Guys, I'm going to tell you, they all say they don't leave a film. Y'all have seen our drop test. You can go to our website and look at it. They leave a film. Open the buckets, buy it yourself. I mean, they leave a film. What they tell you is it doesn't leave a film when it's mixed at their hocus pocus ratio that they have.
Sliding scale.
It's a sliding scale because if it
It's
suits
interesting,
them,
isn't it?
they used 1 to 50 for years until we came out with 1 to 100, and they changed it. So how do you tell your client that you've been taking all this money from them for years and now you've changed the ratio because there's a better product on the market? So, take their product. What happens is they deposit at the microscopic level that you can't see. So
Micro protection layer.
yeah, that's what they're doing. We've got our saying that's going on now. It's not clean unless it's Corr-Ze clean, because we're about clean. We do not deposit on the surface. We have a fugitive product that if you pour it out at 100% concentration, it will evaporate.
off the steel.
Read the product data sheets of the competitors. Read the material safety data sheets. They have stuff that's going to deposit at the microscopic level. And again, pour it on steel for yourself. It's a sliding scale that they have, and look, the 100 products, there's no great science to them. That's the reason we have the best price on the market. They're overpriced. You know, it's nothing special. It's not a tool like the 200.
That's right.
It's
and
a
there's no
necess-
competing product to the 200.
There's no competing product to the 200.
Agreed. Well, great. Thank you guys so much for being with us, and Bo,
Thank you for
thank you
having
very
us.
much. And be
Appreciate
sure
it.
to like and follow USA to Busk as well as Corrosion Innovation, CRW. Call us to schedule a demo if you guys are interested in looking at the product and seeing how it works for yourself. And please contact us to make any purchases or set up any distribution networks. Thank you very much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.